Sunday. Hey, everybody out there. It is Sunday, and it's Dirk Weekend, Sunday edition. I said I would do one or two or see how it goes for the stream. A lot of you guys have been asking me for a weekend show. So here we are. I asked around. Everybody said Sunday was better. Okay. Doesn't sound like it unless you're at a backyard barbecue or drinking up a storm or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know what you're doing. Did you go to mass? What did you do? What did you do today? Who do we have in the room? It's, ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Andrew Wolkowicz. Yeah, take the time to upvote and subscribe. Dirk is doing a Sunday show. He is with a Tom Jones shirt. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. Yeah, this is the famous Tom Jones shirt that I wore at a festival in Greece. And all anybody talked about was Dirk is wearing he's wearing a Tom Jones shirt. It's metal, no? And he likes Tom Jones. He loves Tom Jones. Ray, oh, a Sunday show. Glad me all dressed up in me Sunday best, wearing me mammy's watch. Month's mass this morning. Cheers, Dean Bishop Dirks. Sunday church, I bash your service. Amen, brother. Can I have an amen? Amen. Mark Roberts, greetings from Canada, Ottawa to be precise. It's Stephen Gargano. Hey, Stephen Gargano. He says, hey, Dirk. Andrew's here. Look at it. He's on the show. He's not at work. I'm trying out this new camera. It's really weird. It's been giving me such a hard time. It's got like autofocus, though. And it's got a ring light. Makes me look like I have the mumps, though. I had to fuck with the lighting, and the green screen's a little cuckoo, and I don't know. It's like I've been using my iPhone 14, and I know I should probably get like a really great camera, mirrorless thing. So I got this thing. It was like a $200 Keo Pro thing, whatever. And it's good. Does it look good? Because it feels weird. It feels like video, even though it's 30 frames per second. Mark Gerard. This is Mark Gerard. Hey, Dirk. Hey. Lord H is here, ladies and gentlemen. It is the Lord H, everyone. Oh, I just saw some weird artifacts. This camera does the bouncy autofocus thing, which is weird. I'm not accustomed to that. She's a lady. Oh, she's a lady. And the lady is mine. Such great pop songs from the 60s. We had such great shit. Engelbert's great. He's not Tom Jones, and his real name is what is it, Larry? I always forget what his real name is, but it's something really funny. And Tom Jones, see, it's autofocusing on me. Tom Jones always calls him by his real name, and it drives him crazy. I read his book years ago, Over the Top, and it was fantastic. So now I'm reading it. I'm listening to the audiobook, and Jonathan Pryce reads it. Tom does not read it, which I was like, oh, that's shitty. But Jonathan Pryce is a fellow Welshman. So is that the way you say it? Welshman. So I guess that's cool. Donnie B. Fair. Hey, Dirk, nice podcast. Don Fair. I will tell you who Don Fair is. Don Fair is an old friend from way back in the early days of Hitman. He was one of the guitar players in the very, very early stages of our band. Hi, Donnie. How are you? Hope all is well. I don't usually, it's funny. I have this, kind of not big community on Facebook, but I don't cross promote because that's kind of more family, old friends. And I just keep it light. And I'm not really on Facebook anymore because people's political bullshit, which I can't fucking stand. That's the reason why I'm not on it anymore, because of all the crazy nonsense I read on there. So I got off there because people were nuts. But I did start putting this link on my Instagram because, I mean, I'm at 2,000 subscribers and, everybody's like, well, you need to do a little bit more promotion. So Instagram is something that I'm new to per se. It's not something that I usually do, but I've been really trying to do a really good job at it. People are asking, what am I wearing? I am wearing the Rolex Milgauss green screen, so you can't see the beautiful green crystal, but it does autofocus kind of nicely, right? Actually, it's crazy how look at it. This camera fucks up my whole green screen thing. The other so far, the iPhone wins. This is just weird until I get a setting that works good. I don't really like it. Hey, Donnie, great to see you in the chat. How are you? David Fitzsimmons, Sunday service. Let's cause chaos with the congregation. That would be a great title for a metal album. Chaos in the congregation. We played this show in in Germany. We played this show, and there was a band. I forgot the name of the band, but we were sharing a dressing room with them. And this is a very big festival, thousands and thousands and thousands of people. And this was 4 or 5 years ago. And this band had an album, and they were kind of cool guys. They were American, and I think the name of their album was Murder at the Vatican. And I was like, oh my God, their album's called Murder at the Vatican. I thought that was so fucked up. Stephen Ritter. Hello, Dirk. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I am doing well as long as Miss Lorelei is doing well. We went to her regular vet this morning, and here's the update on the Laverne thing. Listen, guys, I can't thank you enough for all your well wishes and your beautiful emails, messages, super chats, all the things you did. They're so helpful. We don't know what caused whatever happened to her last weekend, but she's been great. She's on like steroids and some antibiotics, but I just had blood work done this morning. So tomorrow I'll have a good idea how everything's working. And then they said they could start ruling out what that could have caused that. She had very low across the board blood cells, white, red, platelets, and we don't know. It just came out of nowhere, and very low potassium, which is the reason I brought her to the vet, because she was having problems in her back legs, and she jumps all over the place. She jumps up on the counter. She's a jumper, and she just couldn't. So that was the scary thing. Andrew says, looks good to me. Yeah, I mean, it's clear and everything, but I can see artifacts in my green screen, which really kind of suck. And I had to clean out my studio today because my sister is downstairs because she came to pick up a book, a Nick Drake book that my nephew had lent me, I don't know, 5-7 years ago. And I had no idea where it was. And in this corner of the room, I have about 16 guitars in cases lined up against this closet door, which I have I don't know what's in there. It's just an archive of shit. And I said, I fucking bet that book is in that closet. And lo and behold, it was. But I wound up taking all the guitars out and kind of was doing like a little bit of an inventory. And I was like, for a singer, you have too many fucking guitars. Yeah, I use them and I write on them and I, play on all my demos and stuff. Like I don't play on Hitman records. I played on my own solo record, but I don't play on Hitman because, we have guitar players. Why would I do that? I don't want them singing, do I? Well, actually, I've always said that they should. Donnie, you should have sang a song back in the day. Selena, yay for Sunday show. Catching live while I can't wait. Did you get the banana bread yet? Because I sent it like next day. I shipped it. So we did the giveaway, a couple of days ago. And everybody was out of the country. So we sent them a watch roll instead. So they're all getting, and of course this is green screen, so it's going to look terrible. It's going to look invisible, but it's a Mirage watch roll. And these are beautiful. Yeah, I need to do something about that. This camera thing. I'm trying to pro my show out, It's a beautiful watch roll with the Alcantara interior. I've got my Omega Speedmaster in there right now. She's sleeping because it's Sunday Rolex day. And everybody should wear a Rolex on a Sunday, shouldn't you? Rolex them if you got them, as they say. The beautiful Mirage watch rolls. They got those. So Selena got the banana bread, and I overnight shipped it to her. It should have been there yesterday, technically. So does that mean Monday? Well, it should be good. Lord H. I saw Tom Jones when I lived in Tahoe. I bet you did. Tom Jones is the coolest, man. He was friends with Elvis Presley. Incredible. Elvis Presley loved him. But Elvis Presley had, the Colonel Parker, who, he tried to get "I Will Always Love You" by Dolly Parton for Elvis to record, and he really wanted to do it, but he wanted all the publishing. So he created a lot of problems. Now, of course, Tom Jones didn't write any of his songs. All of his songs were written by his then manager, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But some of those songs are "Green, Green Grass at Home." I saw the light in the night in the darkest of evening. What is that called? She was my woman. Delilah. Incredible. Yeah. So those were all written by songwriters. But yeah. Stephen Ritter, hope you're well. Great to see you too. Like it's funny because we got the usual cast of characters, and then some folks that we don't see during the weekday show. The weekday show has been going on for the better part of 5-6 months now, and of course we do the Friday. That's the big night where we have 1,000 people or whatever in the room, and that's always great. But the regular folks who come in for Dirk weekdays, I'm so used to the same pretty much crew. They're like become part of this, this community of kindness, which we've kind of been developing here. No assholes allowed. But then you see people like, hey, Nick Sisto, Arnold Dorsey. That's his name. Dorsey, right? Arnie Dorsey, right? Was it Arnie? Is that his name? Is it Arnold Dorsey? I'll Google it because I don't know if it's Arnold. Is it Arnold? Arnie. I remember because in the book, he always says that he had some mates. Tom, Welsh guys are very tough, macho fuckers, those guys. And this guy goes, I'm not going to call that guy Engelbert. So he just kept teasing him by doing that. Selena said, just upvote. Please upvote. It's free, and it really helps the algorithm of the channel. And since this is my job now, I appreciate it very much because even though the first month was like, I was so elated the first time I got paid from my YouTube show. It was amazing. I spent it that night on Laverne. It's like easy come, easy go. But I was grateful because, I took her to like the most advanced hospital in the world, the Animal Medical Center. And believe me, you could stay several nights at the George Sank in Paris and it would be less. Buddy Hell, normally watch on repeat. Nice to catch you live. Well, hello, Buddy here. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic. I love your screen name. Hey, it's Rufus. Hello, Rufus. Just home from the hospital. Had a bad TIA. Watch after your health, people. Oh, Rufus. I'm so sorry to hear that. You send me an email at basherdirk.com and let me know what happened. Oh God, my dad had a bunch of those. And I always, oh God forbid. Are you well? Give us an update on that. We love you, Rufus, and thank you for being a big part of Dirk Weekdays. You've been one of the most beautiful, lovely, contributing motherfuckers of peace ever, and I thank you so much. And we wish you the best of health. And I would imagine it resolved itself because they do. Oh, TIA, that's really scary to me. Send me basherdirk@gmail.com. Dave, hey, F451. Never been on any social media and all the better for it. I was on MySpace and I reconnected with JS, who became the drummer in my solo band. And for a time, he played with us and he played on the Destroy All Humans album. And he played with us in Greece. So I look at social media as like you can pick and choose and make it good for what you need to make it good for. But then you have to deal with a bunch of psychopaths, and that sucks. Ray in the west of Ireland, all the way west, all as west as far as you can go in Ireland. Dirk, you filled my Sunday Top Gear slot. Yeah, but Top Gear's not the same anymore. It's like, who's the host of Top Gear now? I'm not watching it without the threes, with those three guys. It's just horrible. What's funny? It's Jeremy Clarkson. When he got fired, it was because he hit a guy, and you know what the guy's name was? Oshin. Hope this to be a regular Sunday show. Perfect. Hey, well, listen, it all depends on today. If everybody really likes it and it works out, and it's an hour out of my Sunday, and what better than to send it with you guys? It's great. Hey, look, speaking of that, yeah, here we go. Oshino O'Malley says quality is okay. Kind of looks like Paul Dano from Dumb Money Quality. Nothing close to the iPhone. I knew it. All right, back in the box it goes because he's the pro. It's crazy. It just does the autofocus, and what a shame. Well, listen, I could try a couple things. I'll just send it back. I don't care. But thanks. I knew he would give me the actual opinion. He's not gonna mince words. He's going to say, that's shite. Get rid of it. My phone's better. Stephen Ritter, so glad to hear that, man. I know that was a stressful time for you guys. It was really horrible. Dean is here, just came back from the cinemas and watched Dune Part 2. Epic, worth the wait. I didn't see one. So the original one, that was that David Lynch, right? That was weird. Rufus, nice. At Dean, looking forward. Donnie Fair here is good way to lure in guitar players. Yeah, well, I've got a bunch of guitars here that I never play. And with the super chat on the Sunday, it's Andrew Wolkovich, Canadian $10. Spoil Laverne with more tuna. Oh, everyone take a moment, give an upvote and subscribe. Yeah, please. I looked at my Sheen gave me the schematics for the analytics for the show, and it turns out that 79% of people who watch this regularly do subscribe. So I thank you for that. And then the other 21%, I hope that they join in the fray and tell a friend as well. Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Selena said, no banana bread yet. Can't wait. Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo, boo. USPS. Sometimes I have a guy who's like a Hitman fan, and he came out of nowhere, and he said, oh, my favorite album is, I can't do a Norwegian accent. My favorite is the Vivis Machina album, which was popular in Europe and did nothing here. And popular or whatever in the metal world. So I had a box full of them and some t-shirts, and I sent them to him. He got them in one day in Norway. One day. Dave F451 gave my wife tickets last year for Tom Jones. Well, I hope she brought like a whole bag full of panties and threw them. Yeah, Asheen, I can tell when I move that it looks weird. It looks like dumb money. It just looks like video. It looks really weird. But hey, what better than a Sunday, a Sunday stream to work out the dents? But it's really cool though. It does have autofocus, which my iPhone doesn't have. Also, the anomalies on the green screen are really shitty too. So it's okay. It makes me go back and forth. It's real weird. Actually, makes me a little bit dizzy. Makes me dizzy. Dean, Rufus at about 6 hours, part 1 and 2. Yeah, those are very long movies. I mean, I remember the Quetzalcoatl Haderach, Caladan, Gom Jabbar. I read all the Frank Herbert books. I remember all of that. And then there was that big Iron Maiden song, To Tame a Land, from A Piece of Mind that made. That's the thing that they do. Steve Harris reads one of those books and then he writes a song called Here's the Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Just takes a book and, A Tale of Two Cities. I made that up, but that would be really stupid, though, right? And Atlas shrugged. Stupid. Steve McDonald says, I'm too young for a Rolex. Me too. I'm only 21. Chief of the Watch. Hey, Dirk, happy Sunday from Madrid. Hey, my sister's favorite town in the world. My sister went to college there for like 2 years and lived in Segovia. She loves everything Spain. I went there and visited her, and she was dating a count, and we did some county things. She could have been a countess. She could have been. Golf guy showing me the green screen was like the end. I know. Well, like I've said, I used to do Eye Bashers, the regular one with Sheen, and I'd have a black background, and it was just so drab. And then when I just, I decided when I was basically, informed that I should start doing my own show, and the wonderful people, Ush and Carolyn Martin, told me it's time for me to take the training wheels off. I wanted to up my game and make it a little bit better. That's why I'm working on new lighting and new cameras. And so this one, okay, I tried it. This is the best it's going to get, by the way, because I tweaked this thing for hours. And if Sheen says it's wrong, maybe I'll have a conversation with him after the show, and he'll point me in the right direction. I know a lot of people use DSLRs and all that stuff. Problem is that this is I live in an apartment in New York City, so this looks like I'm in a basement, and I'm not. So this is a very long, narrow room. It's about 12 feet by about 8 feet. It's very long and very narrow. So there's a window behind me, and I have a big black screen and then the green screen over it. It's not very attractive, but with green screen technology, you can do stuff. It's just that it looks better on my iPhone. It really looks more natural. Dave F451 Rupus, we hope it is in transit. Yeah, we hope so too. Thank you for everybody. Everybody say a nice word for our friend Rufus. Yes, really a bad scare. Thank you for the kind words. Great crew here. Yeah, my brother was driving my dad. This is about 25 years ago. And my dad was 94 when he passed away last year. God love him. He won the lottery, that guy. And they were in the car having a chit chat, and then my father just started mumbling. And my brother thought he was just, mucking it up. And then he looked at him and he just saw that he was kind of like lost in outer space. Anyway, you take care. And I don't know what the procedure is after that, what you have to do. But please, Rufus, we need you here. Andrew says, could you use an old model iPhone for your camera? I have like 6 of them. Every iPhone I ever had, I still have, except for my 11, which I loved. I traded that in for my 14. Nathaniel Hannon, super sticker. You know why Nathaniel Hannon always does the super stickers? Because he doesn't need to ask questions. Because he's so smart. Because you're so smart. Clock in with band. Camera is less significant than sound. Sound is excellent, and we can see you perfectly. Yeah, well, it better be. I have a really great microphone, a really great preamp. I have this Shure vocal. I love Focusrite Vocal Master, and that I have because I record. I can do records in here. But I'd like to have a nice camera for you guys. I'd like it to look good. I like, of course, we want it to sound good, and that's something Ashino and I worked on before we even started this, and his sound is impeccable as well. But he also has a beautiful DSLR. That's why his camera always looks great. Rufus with the super sticker. Another smarty pants. Thank you so much. Ooh, where's Carolyn's pen? Because that's got the best sound. I did so much cleanup in the studio after I rearranged my guitars. Then I saw all the sad guitars that I never touch, like my 150th anniversary Gretsch or 125th. Listen, I'm good with the Omega serial numbers 311.39.30.00. I can do all that shit, but that thing is like the XB570-6666. Gretsch, wake up, man. It's a beautiful guitar, though. It's like a crimson red with all gold hardware, and the whole back of it is like a metal flake gold. It's freaking gorgeous. It's a big semi-hollow body, but I've got my Gibson Howard Roberts Fusion, and when I want that sound, I use that. But it does have a Bigsby tremolo system on it, which is very cool, which I don't have on any other guitar. I have a Floyd Rose. That's it. Ray, happy Sunday. We had 5 fishermen safely airlifted off the trawler, which had grounded just off the island at 4:30 a.m. this morning. Today, a great day. Wow. That's amazing. Is it on the news? Do they have any news out there? I mean, that's like living. It just reminds me of the side 2 of The Hounds of Love, with the the Kate Bush record, where she's lost at sea. And you just think of this woman, in, off the shore. And of course, she's English, but she's really Irish. You think of it, and she writes a lot of Celtic-y things. So you just think of her like trapped in the water and waiting for that. And when she did her live presentation, she did like this. It was a little corny, but I guess if you were there, it probably would have sounded good. But on the record, you hear all the safety men and the Coast Guard having their chats, and then she's like, hello, Earth. Hello, Earth. Dave F451, you should never call your sister a count. Countess. The Countess. Oh, yeah, look at this. Chief of the Watch. By the way, Friday we didn't do any watch shots. I will do some of those because I have a couple, not many. Now, if you want to do your Sunday best, Basher Dirk at gmail.com. I'll put it up on the screen. Hold on. Gmail.com. I wish they had links ready so I could just pop it in there. They probably do. I just don't know where and what it is. So let me go down there to the very end. That is, send me your Sunday best. Why don't we have a look-see to see what you're wearing? Be it your Sunday best clothes, your Sunday best watch. Maybe you got a great guitar, and of course your kitties and your animals are always welcome. Not so much your kids. There's other channels for that shit. Andrew says, Rufus, best wishes for better days. Agreed. And you're in the best company because this is the community of kindness that we've got going on here. There, Rufus. Dean, yes, Dirk, this new camera's bad. You look washed out like you need a tan, like 80s porn video. Oh, so this is like, what was that, Catalina video? Or yeah, I can just tell it looks kind of shit. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny, like the iPhone camera, you wouldn't think it did. And I use this program for the iPhone camera called Camo. I don't have anything to do with them. Like I don't have anything to do with the beautiful Mirage boxes. They come in this Wonder Woman invisible box, but it's embossed, where you get the beautiful watch rolls. We love these. Hand stitched leather, Alcantara interior. Like them. I'm not, they don't pay me. Um, it's amazing to me that the video looks so shit. And it's got an adjustable light on it. And I thought, oh, this is going to be perfect. Back in the box with ya. Back in the box with ya. Well, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. And with the £4 99. That's a lot of money in US currency. Ow. Tom Jones says thank you. My favorite Tom Jones song is I'm Never Gonna Fall in Love Again. That's my absolute favorite. That and dun, 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 dun. What's the name of that song? I love you. Boom, boom. What's the name of that Tom Jones song? The I Love You song. What's that called? Oh, I Who Have Nothing. That's my favorite Tom Jones song. How could I forget the name of that? I used to do that at karaoke things when I couldn't pay my rent. It was cool. Rufus says thank you. Well, we're here for you, my buddy. Heavy drivers in the room. Initially came for the Oshin and stayed for the Dirk. Have grown to enjoy yours more. Hey, I learned everything I know. I learned everything I know from the big guy. Who's recovering from his cold. And we had a great bash on Friday night, and he was under the weather, but it was a valiant effort. The guy just brought it to the table, and a pro. The show must go on, as they say, and he did. Who Needs a Drink, which you guys know, that's a 2-hour show as well. So he put in all the effort, and it's all for you guys. Heavy Driver also says, couple questions. Well, why am I not able to download show until several hours after the broadcast? During repeat, cannot access chats. Well, I wanted to do that too. And I found out that YouTube waits, it's like 24 hours. Sometimes it's less before you can actually see the chats. Because sometimes I want to go back and go, what did he say? God damn it. I'm going to block him. And I can't see it until like at least 12 to 24 hours later. I guess that's what they do. Maybe it has to run through their machine to see if people are being pack of, but they might not be. I don't know. Golf guy, prefer the right side of bashers. That's why I'm here. I'm in the middle. I'm a centrist. I'm a centrist. Listen, I'm a little bit country and I'm a little bit rock and roll. It's just when you live in New York, you gotta be that way. You gotta be that way. Now, I did promise for the people who showed up today, and we have 73 in the room, which is very, very nice, that I have this beautiful box. And this is called Truff. Now, this was given to me as a gift by my father-in-law, who, I love you, David, but I don't like truffle oil. I just don't. They're part Croatian. And we went on a trip, the Grand Tour. We went to Croatia. We were in Italy, then we went to Trieste where they have family, and then we drove all the way down the coast through Slovenia and the top of Croatia, all the way down. It was glorious, glorious, glorious. And I'd never really had real truffles before, and we're in Rovine, this beautiful hotel in Rovine, and couldn't believe how cheap it was. I heard it's not anymore, but this was 2016, and they were making suggestions for dinner, and they had this handmade, it's whatever the Croatian word is for spit. It's like, like old ladies would twist the sides of the pasta, and it was with white truffles. And I was like, oh, truffles. He goes, no, the real truffles. It was the most glorious thing. I loved it. It was outrageous. I hate truffle oil. To me, it smells like a musty attic. However, there are high-end real, because those are synthetic, but there are real truffle oil extracts, and this happens to be one of them. And this is Truff, and I'll show you the box. Do a little unboxing for you. Look at that. Look at this gold box. Amazing. Isn't that crazy? And it comes with 3 beautiful bottles, and they're big. They're like giant 6-ounce bottles. This one is black truffle infused hot sauce, white truffle infused hot sauce, and this is black truffle infused extra virgin olive oil. And It's been sitting here since Christmas, and I'm like, you know what? I want to give this away to one of the beautiful people from the channel who have been so kind to me in so many ways. And I do like the giveaways. I think they're fun. Listen, it's no skin off my back. You guys have given me a new career, and you've given me a chance to talk and meet wonderful folks. And I'm more than happy to wrap this all up and send it out. And at the end of the show, we're going to do a giveaway in about a half an hour. And one of you people will get it. And I'm very excited about that. If you love truffles, truffle oil, I think you'll like it. Scotty HS42. Are you guessing the number already? Who said I was doing a number? Lord H. It's Lord H. Ali 007. Good evening from Glasgow, a country I've never been to. I know, how sad is that? I have never, ever been to Scotland. It's a place I really, really, really want to go. I'm just lowering the temperature of the camera. I forget I could tweak it while I'm here. But yeah, it feels very video. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? See, look, you can see right here. Wait, is in this one? There's like weird green screen crap going on there. Oh, Sheen wants it. Heavy Driver, $1.99. Enjoying musical knowledge. We're at the price. Dude, we could talk. This is Sunday, so you want to have a music chat? Bring it on. Let's because this show is about you, me, and everything in between. So it's it's not just about music, and it's certainly not just about watches. Yeah, yes. Most of us come from the watch world where we love the Omegas and the Rolexes and the Patek Philippe's, not the Pateks. You having a Patek attack? Patek attack, Patek attack. Audemars Piguet, all the watches we love. I was trying to get everybody back into Breitling because I think I've just been so amazed. Went into the Breitling store a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, these are so beautiful, and they're just so, no one gives a shit. It's like the way I feel about Longines. I think Longines the same way. The Conquest, that watch is so beautiful, and people are just I watched a little bit of Brittany's stream, the former Watch Gringa, and she had like the analytics about who sells the most amount of watches. And the truth of the matter is, for the luxury watch market, it's Rolex, and it was 1,260,000 watches. And everybody talks about the scarcity of Rolex, but the fact of the matter is that they're selling that many, so the demand, it definitely is supply and demand. Maybe they're not holding back. And the next closest one was Cartier. It's been Omega for years, but now for the last couple of years, it has been Cartier has been the number 2 watch seller in the world, followed by Omega closely, but still, it's unbelievable. And who was like, no, I guess this is based on revenue, because Richard Mille was in the top 5, and that's only because their watches cost $250,000. That's the only reason why. Because and Swatch Group, they sold more watches than anybody. They sold 50 million or whatever, something crazy. I think it was 5 million watches, because they sell watches for $40 to $90. There was actually this one really cute Swatch that I wanted to get. It looked like a clock in your school, and I loved it, and I was going to go get it, and they wanted $150 for it, and I was like, no, I'm putting $150 towards something better. I'm not going to do that. Sheen wants the Truff. Get the question right and win it, and you can have it. Mark Gerard. I've had some really nice and delicate pasta dishes in Tuscany when it's truffle season. Yeah, see, real truffle is a difference. In America, where everything is made out of garbage, the food that we ingest in this country is just disgraceful. Everything's hydrolyzed and synthesized and pasteurized, and it's just bleh. Truffle oil, which is disgusting. It smells like you went to your granny's house and she goes, "Oh, could you get me the tree? It's up in the attic, Christmas tree." You go up the ladder and you flip the door open in the top and you pull yourself into the dusty attic. That's what truffle oil smells like to me. So I'm so turned off to it. Don't like it. Mark Gerard says that Scotland. I know it is. I just haven't been there. Been to England a quadrillion times. Never been to Northern Ireland as well. Ray Ray says, do you eat it or shower in it? What, Ray Ray? Howard G just checked. I got a bottle of the hot sauce. Oh, do you really? You have a bottle of the Truff hot sauce. Which one do you have? Do you have the white or the black? Lord H. I'm an owner of a football team in Glasgow. Are you really? Oh my God. Did you love Ted Lasso? Did you think that was a hilarious show? Did you find it annoying? It's like Spinal Tap. I look at that and it's as funny as it is. I go like this. Oh God. Yesterday, I was kind of on me own the whole day, and I watched. There was like I guess it was on Apple TV. It was a show about metal, heavy metal in the late '80s and early '90s, and they interviewed all these bands. And I just sat there like this, horrified, because I lived that life. I wasn't into the drugs, girls, and booze. As a matter of fact, Donnie Fair, who's in this room right now, or he was, he will attest to the fact that whenever we went out and girls like put the moves on me, I'd throw him his way. Especially there was a woman named Terry Munt, and I'm not. This is a good story. I don't know if any of you guys know about this, but me and my friends used to go around town and scam our way into everywhere, like all these clubs, these great clubs. But the Limelight was the best club, and it had a library up on the top in the back and the top. It's where all the stars were. And I had really long, like reddish hair pinned straight, and I kind of resembled. I don't look like Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, but I could pull it off. Used a British accent. Got in there. We were in there all the time. I was Bruce Dickinson. They made this book, and I was in it, and I pretended I knew everything about fencing. I had to read about fencing, and we hung out with everybody. We were hanging around with David Lee Roth, and I'm trying to remember, like actresses like Christopher Lee and Connie Stevens, and that girl that was on Ellen, her daughter. We met so many people. Anyway, one day, after doing this for about a year and a half, this woman comes in, and I'm sitting there having an Amstel Light, and she sits down next to me, and she's like, "Hey, Bruce." I'm like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" She goes, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "Everything's great." She goes, "How's Jane?" And I'm like, "Jane?" And she goes, "Your wife. I had lunch with her on Sunday." And I went, she goes, "I don't know who you are, but I work for Bruce." She worked for Iron Maiden. She was a publicist for Iron Maiden. So she busted me. But instead of, turning us into the club and having us thrown out, she hit on me. And I was like, "Donnie." And then she wound up becoming Hitman's manager. So thank you, Donnie. And if he's still in the room, he'll attest to that story. And it was crazy. Diego M. What happened to me wrench? Talk to the big man about wrenches. I don't have the keys to the cabinet. I'm just the on-air personality. Golf Guy says Breitling or Ross, and they are, and they get no love at all. Sheen O'Malley says, let's see some decent super chat. Dirk bakes for you guys and gives away stuff all the time. Folks, SC more to channels who don't give anything away. Oh, that's awfully nice. Yeah, it's nice. This is my career now, because I don't make any money bartending, and I don't make any money singing. Mark Gerard, Longines is getting close to Omega Call. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. There's no doubt about it. Golf Guy. Frollo are up there. That's right. Frollo are up there. Isn't that fantastic? Oshin's new signature watch through the beautiful, very old, historical Frollo from Venezia. Family owned since 1900 or before that. Amazing. Andrew Rokovich, Canadian $10. Dirk, thanks for making our lives better just for being here. Well, no, I agree. What comes around goes around, man. I just calls them like I sees them, and it's been a pleasure, man. And I can't thank you enough. Golf Guy, Northern Ireland is awesome. I've never been there. Have you been to Innisgrone golfing? That's my family hometown. Tom Voss is here in the house and upvoted. Hey, Tom, haven't seen you in a bit. Great to see you. Richard Petrie, hope you're having a great weekend. Just to say, listening to some Motorhead right now. Well, this is a play on that, right? So can you see this shirt, right? It's a play on the Motorhead shirt. And it's funny because I had a shirt planned for, when we play, we used to wear like stage costumes because it was, the 80s and 90s. But now we just wear stretch jeans, T-shirts, and a leather jacket to look cool. And I had my thing all picked out. And Steve Messina, who is my band's mascot, photographer, etc., he's a longtime friend of the band. One of the most amazing people in the world. Love you, Steve Messina. He goes, he had this. He was wearing this shirt. I went, oh no, no! I'm wearing that tonight. You have to give it to me. I made him give me the shirt, and I got to keep it. I said, I can keep it, right? And it's a Motorhead shirt with Tom Jones on it, which is great because Tom's the best. Ray, if Big Fella wins the Truffle shower oil, the shower, I'll never shower again. Listen, like every other giveaway in the Dirk weekdays and now Dirk weekend Sunday edition, we could work something out. But isn't this beautiful? I didn't know you like truffles, Ish. I didn't know. I wish I had known that because it's been sitting here and I would have just sent it your way because just didn't think you would like something like that. I don't know. I don't know why. It just never dawned on me. Andrew Olkovich says, everyone needs a wingman like Dirk. I'm a great wingman. Believe me. Donnie, are you still here? I think he left, but hey, that's a true story. We actually painted her apartment and she taught, it didn't work, but you see this, this whatever line when people furrow their brow, she used to walk up to us during photo shoots and do this. Stop it. Tom Voss says, I don't go to church anymore. I now listen to the gospel according to Dirk. Dearly beloved. Mac says, did you meet Klaus Meine? I have met Klaus Meine. Not in a professional, sadly, not in a professional industry kind of thing where, like we're, on the same team. I actually met him when I was very young because me and my friends my friend Larry was older than me and he had a car and we used to chase down Rush and Kiss and Black Sabbath. And that's how I met Dio. I met Klaus Meine many times in hotels. He always remembered us too. He's like, oh my God, it's so crazy New Yorkers. You guys are crazy. We're staying at the Park Meridian tonight. We're playing Madison Square Garden. He's just like that in real life. And, like I'm not a tall guy and he's like this big. He's like Dio height, maybe 5'3", 5'4". They're little fellas. Big voice though, He's like, I basher nights. Yeah, I did meet him. He's great. Scorpion's one of my favorite bands. I love them. I'm sorry. I got story time too. Go Moto Soto. I used to love Truffle Oil until I heard Dirk's Musty Dusty Attic Association. That's just the olfactory memory that comes into play for me was like I'll never forget the first time I opened up Truffle Oil and I went, oh my God, it just reminded me of my grandmother's attic where she used to store her Christmas tree. And that unfinished, the eaves, like there's no insulation. It's just the inside of somebody's roof and it's that very dark, almost black wood because there's no light in there. It just smells like that. Don't love it. Lord H. Just $200 worth. I loved Ted Lasso. Me too. Ted Lasso was the show that came along in the beginning of the pandemic when everybody needed a little boost, a little morale, a little fun. It was, those characters were just ready-made for instant love affair. There's nobody on that show I didn't love. Yes, was it a little sappy? It was, but weren't we all in a sappy mood? Weren't we looking for a little bit of candy, confection, icing on the cake for us? Because everything, people were dying, people were denying that people were dying, people were anti this and anti that, and everybody's, it wasn't bad enough that, with the elections before that, America's just in so much turmoil where, listen, we're the same people, the same DNA, we're on the same rock. We have to share this fucking rock together. If you don't believe in the same politics, believe in Scorpions or, Guns N' Roses or Yes, or Emerson, Lake and Palmer or Taylor Swift or whatever it is, to find the common ground that brings you there, and that's kind of what we do here on the channel, is that we find a little bit of middle of the road stuff for people, not middle of the road milquetoast, just we find a common bond, a thread that keeps us together. Because, some of the right is right and some of the left is right and some of the right is wrong and some of the left is wrong. And it's just like, to be too far on one side is just stupid. Makes no sense whatsoever. Rock Sunday Church. Rock Sunday. We should come up. I'll have to come up with a new theme for the weekends. Rock Sunday Church. Oisin O'Malley. Now I can find great. You live in Venice, man. Who cares? Oh God. Fred Armisen is just one guy that I see his face and I pee in my pants because he makes me laugh. Golf guy says, Pink golf Pink Floyd all the way, started listening again, timeless transcendence. Yeah. Everything up to the final cut. Then everything after that was just what? What is this, air supply? I didn't get it at all. On the turning away. Just bleh. It's like somebody just deflated her fake boobs. That's what happens. It was like, you know, or as Klaus Meine would say, padded bra, blonde wig, not much left for me. Ooh. Scorpion's lyrics are really offensive if people paid attention to them, because when you're singing English and your second or third language, you should really have somebody in the studio who says that doesn't make any sense, because their lyrics are just like on a glory night. What's a glory night? So yeah, some of the lyrics in Scorpions are just like, oh man, that's really vulgar. They don't know, because they're just like making sexy time with a big boobs. Yeah, it's terrible. In their biggest song, they have a very, very, very dirty lyric, and it's Sunday, so I'm not going to say it, but it's in Rock You Like a Hurricane, and it's feed her blank. I'm like, what? It's almost as bad as Whitesnake lyrics, like, why don't you swallow my love? Terrible. Rock sexual innuendo is just gross, and it's lazy. It's lazy. Lowest common denominator lyrics. Ray says, Father Dirk Sunday service, rock gospel show. How could I go wrong? Bless you, son. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. Or, as I say, I'm about to. I once saw a very handsome priest on the street, and I said, bless me, Father, for I have sinned. What are you going to do? Diego M. in the room. Florence had a very distinct smell, and then I realized it was truffles. Yeah, because some of them come from there. So that the whole Tuscany area is where you get them, right? And north of where Rasheen is too. I mean, listen, Italy, it's the life. It's Andy Dufresne, white truffle from Piemonte. You can weigh it, yeah, and it's worth its weight in gold. It certainly is worth its weight in gold. Lord H. $9.99. Dun, 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 dun. That's Lord H to everyone. Lord Scotty H. You PayPal'd. You're the king of the world. Thank you so much. Ray, glory night opposition to morning glory. I mean, on a glory night where the children of tomorrow dream we is the wind of change. Wind of change. Crazy town. Hey, let's get into some of the before we get into. Oh, wait a second. Here's Bob Sacamano. Hey, Dirk, what's up with your Italy plans? Well, we're working on it. We're working on finding a spot when we could do it. We have a couple of obstacles in the way. Before we could make the transition to Italia. It's because we have obligations here that need to be fulfilled, and responsibilities and things like that. So yeah, I mean. We're seriously doing our first serious planning, looking at things realistically. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. Let's start. Who do we got? Mark Wild. He said this is in honor of Oisin's recent acquisition, and this is him with his amagnetic submersible Panerai. Look at that beauty, man. Let's blow that up. And there's the cage that my father-in-law David wants really badly. That's what he's about. That's the one he wants. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah, they're beautiful watches. They're too big for me. 7.25 wrist. I know they make a smaller one, but I don't like the smaller ones. I like the way the Panerais really look. Now that one's got regular stick indices on it and everything, so it doesn't have the big loom disc on the bottom of it. That's beautiful, though. That's a beautiful watch. Is there two of them there? I love when there's two of them, because then I can just click a button and it goes. Because with the Gmail, I got to get out of Dodge. Then we got Andrew Wolkovich has got a couple of. Oh, look at this. Isn't he funny? Look, he's sending recipes. We like recipes. I've done 2 of Nathaniel's so far. He sent his Basque cheesecake tarte de queso. Makes a 10-inch cake. Oh, there's Philadelphia cream cheese in it. I don't think you can go say 1 kilogram of Philadelphia cream cheese because Philadelphia cream cheese is so American. Can't you just say ounces? I hate converting shit to metric. It's so annoying. Oh boy, I always have to have my phone out. I have my little scale. 7 eggs. Holy shit. It's hard to do queso. Cream cheese. Oh, is this a queso cheesecake? Dana O'Malley would love that because she loves queso. What else you got? Oh, there's the rest of it. There's a whole recipe. Hey, you know what? Okay, like as with all the recipes on this channel, what I will do is I will make it. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I? So we got Ray. What do you got? What'd you send us, Ray? Oh, he sent us pictures of from his side of the world. Oh man. Yeah. The fisherman's whip. Look at that. You can see the Aran Isles and the out to sea. Or that's probably the coast of Ireland from the Aran Isles. Look at that. Look at that boat. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, Jesus. That's the one that got caught up. You actually did a news report on this. Look, you can see Ray in the bottom. That's very cool. That's a beautiful photograph. You should be a reporter that does that stuff. Look at that. Ray. Oh, didn't mean to do that. But there was another picture there. Oh, look, this is closer up. Fisherman's whip. Wow, Ray. Woof. Look at that boat. Oh, man. But he said everybody got off okay with no problems at all. Wow. Ray. It's amazing photography. That'd be a great image for to paint with, right? Dave No. Mr. No. Look at this. Look at this. Big hands on you with this tutor. Holy shit. Oh, look at that. It's a real true lefty. Now, I am a lefty, but I'm wearing, a right-handed watch. I mean, they're all right-handed. Except, I didn't know the tutor did that. Look, how many brands do that? I know that Rolex has one model. I don't think Omega's got any models that do that. It's cool. But you know what's actually cool about this is, like, I'll be honest with you. Like, when the crown, like, I don't get, sometimes you get a crown, depending on where you wear your watch. When you bend your hand up, it actually gets annoying. You can even get a mark on it. So I almost feel like wearing a right-handed watch on my right hand works out for my benefit. I really think that. Oh, he's a real panaristi. Look at this guy. Wow. Lumino Marina. Oh, the 8 days. Yeah, the thing that's so sick about Panerai is the loom underneath. That whole, there's a whole disc underneath there, under the sandwich dial. And man, Ashin showed me the loom on his watches the other day, and it's breathtaking, man. Absolutely breathtaking. Crazy. Right? That's beautiful, man. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Killer. And welcome to showing off the watches on the iBashers channel. And James Bastian, with a Mark II. Mark my words. I've said this 1,000 times. I think the next big collecting bug is going to be the Omega Speedmaster Mark IIs. Mark my words. So get them while you can, because you can get them for a reasonable. And we saw the racing one last week. Beautiful. I mean, these are beautiful. These are gorgeous. Yeah, and that is an 861 movement in it, my friends. They came out after the 321s were retired. These are great watches. They're absolutely beautiful, and they're waterproof. Something that most Speedmasters can't not say, but they are. I guess it's just the case. I love them. I would love to get a racing one. I would love to get one. I would love it. I should work on that. That's going to be my next thing. I should get an Omega Speedmaster Mark II. That's James Bastian, everybody, who's a regular contributor to the iBashers. Aaron O'Malley's in the room. Hey, Aaron, finally an iBashers that I can watch live. Yeah. Yes, he is. He's the elder O'Malley. He's the He's the eldest of the O'Malley boys. He is. How are you, Aaron? Where was I before? Okay. Steve McDonald says, great podcast about winds of change and how the CIA wrote it. Maybe so. Dave F451, Truffle Oil smells like 2-part epoxy. It depends. No, because it's crap. In America, especially, the shit you buy, you get in the supermarket, it's garbage. Vaughn says, Buona Domenica. Buona Domenica. Dean says, nice Panerai. What is that? The 47 mil in titanium. The one that Oshin's got is 47 millimeters. But it looks, fine on him. Hey, Aaron, what size wrist do you have? You're an O'Malley boy because you and Emmett's got a big wrist too. You could probably rock Panerai too. Panerai Luminor is the only watch that can be recognized by its silhouette. That's very true because it's got, I don't know what that cage is called. I just refer to it as the crown cage. I'm sure it has a Panaristi name. I'm sure they gave it something. Is that Andy Dufresne's boat? Yeah, the one he took to San Montaneo. Angelo Minicillo. Hi, Dirk. Happy Sunday. Did you get the email with the knife pick? Did I? No. Dirk, BasherDirk at gmail.com. I will check. Didn't see it. I would have showed it. Steve McDonald says, Sin makes a few. Sent one Friday. Oh, hold on. All right. I'm missing some. Because Friday we don't do the watch. We can. I should do it first before Sheen joins the chat. So let me pull up my Gmail and Steve McDonald. Let me go find you, Steve McDonald. Okay, got it. I did miss it. Yeah. Oh yeah, you got some zins. You got a zin. Yeah. Yeah, these are cool. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. Now that's a lefty watch also on a right-handed guy. Isn't that interesting? Look at that configuration, peoples. Oh, look at this. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Is this your house? Is this where you live? It's fucking magical, man. Wow. Wowsy, wowsy, wow, wow, wow. Okay, that is amazing. Angela, I'm going to go seek out how I missed it. Because, I get pictures and something. Gmail's weird for me. Angela Minikil. I don't see it. I don't know if you sent it to Basher Dirk at, oh, here it is. Yes. Okay, got it. Thank you. Oh, wow, Angela. This is cool. This is what I love about this show is like we can look at anything. Wow. You should tell us what these are. Send us a little word about what these are. That's some serious machining. Look at the wow. Look at that kind of wave design on the bottom. Skiff. Are you involved in the manufacture and or design of these beautiful pieces? Oh, wow. Wow, Angela, that is absolutely incredible. It's just something you collect or it's something you have something to do with. Those are insane, man. Wow, skiff. Good to know. Aaron says he has no idea. Mush might know. Yeah, well, he had no idea that Emmett's wrist was as big as it was. I mean, they have the same wrist. Everybody thought that Asheen just had some freaky kind of big wrists, but he doesn't. He has it too. Because I didn't think Emmett had a really big wrist. He does. So he probably got it too. Because your brothers. That's why. Oh, you're just a collector, huh? It's beautiful. Andy says, Damascene steel. I don't know what that means because I'm not in that world, but you guys can have a little private chit chat of your own, which leads us to the giveaway because it is now 3:59. So we did the hour, which was really fun. I hope you guys had a good time. At one point I had 100 people in the room, which is great. Thank you so much. This is what I'm giving away. This is what I'm giving away. And I just came up with a great trivia question for that. Sheen, this includes you too. Why not? When I was looking at a picture of that castle, I started singing and playing drums to a song. What is the name of the band? What is the name of the song? Go. Just a minute ago. I'm waiting. Does anybody remember? I'll do it again. But certainly one of you caught on while I was looking at that. Okay, Nick Sisto got the first one thing right. Right, okay. I want both the name of the song and the name of the band at the same time. God, whoever gets it first. Nope. It's a trick question. It's a trick question. Trick question. RuPaul golf guy. You better work. Nick Sisto got it. Nick Sisto. Black Sabbath by Black Sabbath. The scariest record ever made. The scariest opening. Freaking Wizard Warning. That album is scary as fuck. That's crazy. Oh, Damascus Steel. Made by Mr. Skiff by hand and hand finished and sharpened. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, Nick Sisto, you know what you need to do right now, right? Let me go find it. Beauty's where you find it. Beauty's where you find it. You got to send me a... Send me an email right now to basherdirk@gmail.com. And we'll talk about how to get this to you, because you won. I don't know where you are in the world, but you win. Ladies and gentlemen, the incomparable Mr. Nick Sisto, who got it right. Black Sabbath, Black Sabbath. That was the trick. And it was funny. Dana asked me earlier. She goes, well, and then Lord H said 42, which was very clever and very cute and very fun. But thank you so much for everybody playing. And, we'll do these from time to time. They're fun. I like giving shit away. It's really good. See, this is why everybody on my channel is so freaking amazing. Look at that. On my channel, on our channel. This is my little weekend thing. Look at this. Everybody's congratulating you. Everyone. See, because that's what. There's no sore losers. There's no crying in baseball. There's no sore losers here. Look, Lord H. Yeah, everybody's happy. I love that. Be happy for people for their fortunes and be there as a friend for their misfortunes. That's the kind of people that hang out in this room, and it's just wonderful. And we thank you for that so much. Bob Sacramento says, congratulations, Nick. Yeah. So, hey, man, we could do this on the regular. We could do it on Sunday if 3 works for you guys. If, tell a friend, teleprompter, telemedicine, television. Tell anybody you want. We could do it on the weekends. If it works for everybody, that would be great. No, you're not a sore loser, Lord H. Not at all. You're a winner. You're all winners. Ray says, I don't know. How would I get it to you? I'd have to call carrier pigeon. Right? I'd have to call like the Irish carrier pigeon service and say, I need to send this parcel to Ray. He's off there on one of the islands. Can you fasten it to one of the birds? Love Ozzy's vocals on Never Say Die. A couple of bars, please. I don't know that song that well. I saw them on that tour, though, and I saw Black Sabbath open up for them. And I saw Van Halen open up for Black Sabbath. And I got to say that, I was very, very young. And thinking Van Halen was insane. It was mind-blowing. And I went there for Sabbath. But, I'm more of a Dio Sabbath guy, to be fair. I mean, of course, I know all the Sabbath records. But Never Say Die. I love Johnny Blade, Swinging the Chain. Just Never Say Die is a good song. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But, yeah. Who sounds like Ozzy? Nobody at all. I'll practice it for the next one, Mark. Thanks, everybody. So, hey, man, that's the show. That's going to be, we'll do an hour on the weekends. If you guys all, put a chat in the YouTube box, make a comment, let us know if it's something you'd like to see us do, because you all said you wanted me and us to do Fridays. Now we moved it from Wednesdays to Fridays. And so listen, it's a show about you, me, and everything in between. So yeah, man, absolutely, we'd love to do it. And I'd love to do it. I love being here for you guys. I love all the stuff. Thanks again for all the great, beautiful Laverne love that I've been getting from you all, the emails and the, beautiful cards and letters. It's just been absolutely amazing. And she feels the love too, believe it. She's doing great. She's thriving. I believe in the power of prayer, the power of miracles. I believe in people. I believe in the human race. Remember, it's not about the things that divide us, but the things that keep us together. So remember, when walking through life, please hold the door open, say please and thank you, and never be a dick unless, of course, they're a total cunt.